recording.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the Progcast, episode 5.
This is the 5th episode.
First one of the new year.
Yeah,
Isn't that
true.
awesome?
I am joined by my co-hosts, Callum
Yeah.
and Zane.
Yeah, I'm on Reddit.
And we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, follow Zane on
follow
Reddit.
me on Reddit.
Or how do you, is that what it's called? Like following?
I have
or
no fucking
subscribing
clue,
or whatever.
Jackson.
Redditing.
Wait, can you follow people on
I don't
Reddit?
fucking know.
I
Do you
think
think
so.
I use Reddit?
If you can, follow Zane on Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit
Because
is
Reddit
really
is
cool.
my favorite Reddit.
Anyways.
It's awesome. Okay.
I'm since it's the new year, I thought it would be fun to take a look at some of the new movies. Of course, we have Zach's extended cut of Justice
We
League,
really just
which
went
is
into
4
this, huh?
hours long.
Which I would honestly rather kill myself, but I'm still gonna watch it.
I'm not
It's
gonna watch
4
that.
hours
I would
long.
never watch that shit. I have no interest in
I just
the
find it
DC
weird
movies
that
at all.
people are thinking it's gonna turn an absolute shit movie into like a suddenly it's gonna be gold.
Just because it's
No, it's
longer.
gonna be bad, if
ridiculous.
not worse.
It's
And now
oh
Batman
my
can
gosh.
Batman can swear now, which means it instantly goes from a 10 out of 10 movie.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's also like a bunch of Tom Holland movies because everyone's licensing Tom Holland because he's
Yeah.
like super
And he's
popular
also
now. So there's
young.
like 4 Tom Holland movies.
He's got Spider-Man
Yeah.
3.
He's young,
He's
so
got
he won't retire anytime soon.
He's got like
guys.
this Cherry movie. He's got this Uncharted movie. He's in a
Yeah.
ton of stuff.
Yeah,
This
he's
upcoming
really
year.
doing shit, you know.
It's
yeah,
weird.
I'm probably not gonna watch any of the movie. I might watch Cherry because I don't know. It looks cool. I guess.
I
Oh,
might
there's the
watch-
Beatles movie too.
Oh yeah,
Peter
the-
Jackson is directing.
the Let It Be.
Peter Jackson, the Lord of the Rings guy. He's directing a Beatles
Yeah.
documentary or
It's
something
more like a
that.
collection
I'll
of
watch it.
clips, really.
Yeah, it's like the George Harrison movie that Martin Scorsese
Yeah,
made.
I haven't seen that one, but yeah, it seems
Yeah.
kind of cool. Martin Scorsese.
Free Guy is coming out. What do you guys think of Free
Oh,
Guy?
yeah.
Free Guy.
Honestly, it looks really bad.
Yeah.
The guy looks.
Yeah.
Really
It looks like
bad.
it's just gonna be a typical corny like Disney
Yeah,
family movie.
just-
So,
I
So,
feel
like-
like it's gonna be more like a Deadpool type of vibe, like that
Deadpool for
annoying,
kids?
like
Yeah.
self-referential,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
annoying type
can't
of
really
writing.
speak upon
Which,
this.
True. What else?
yeah, I'm not. There's also a Bernadetta, which is a movie about like a lesbian nun. We've had a lot of nun
Oh.
movies, but
Mhm.
this is the first lesbian nun movie.
Ooh.
So
This is a big
that's
step
pretty
in the
progressive
genre of
and
nun
cool.
movies.
Yeah, a lesbian.
Yeah,
what nun
new
movies I've
genre
been
of
waiting
nun
for.
movies. You had the nun horror movies, but now you get the nun romance movies. This
Let's
is really
go.
exciting.
How the fuck is that?
There's
even
this coming out that
happen?
This is like the one thing I'm actually really looking forward to. I think it's a series, but Uzumaki is coming out. That looks like it's gonna be really good. It's like
What's Uzumaki?
like an adaptation of like a famous horror.
Oh, the
thing,
horror
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
It looks really. I've only read like 1 or 2 of his things, but they're good. So I'm excited for this. That's pretty much all
Yeah,
I'm looking
yeah.
forward to this year. Like there's nothing else.
Yeah, this year looks really lackluster, honestly.
Minions 2. That's
We got
Space
Minions,
Jam 2.
Minions 2. We got Black Widow
These are
movie.
just the big
Yeah.
releases.
Dune.
What was it like for 20?
Oh, there's
True.
an Edgar Wright movie that's coming out called Last Night in Solo, which
Oh,
I
there's
actually
also-
I'm excited for that.
The Boss Baby, the family business. That's the
Oh,
sequel. to it.
finally.
We're getting a new
We'll be
Minions
reviewing
and
that.
Boss
We'll be
Baby.
reviewing that.
Oh, will
Well,
we?
yeah, we'll be reviewing the Boss Baby when
Mhm.
it comes to the new
Yeah,
Boss
we'll
Baby
be-
movie. There's a Gucci movie that's coming out. All these
How
just
does a
stupid
Gucci
movies.
movie work? Like I don't get it. Is it?
It's about like the guy. I don't even know.
I feel like it
honestly
would be
don't
more like
care
a
at all.
documentary. I don't know how you can make like a.
Yeah,
I
isn't
think
it
it's.
that?
Hold on, let me read the description.
Or like
It's a film about the tumultuous Gucci family fashion dynasty and the murder of the grandson of founder Guccio Gucci.
I forgot. I
Gucci
forgot his
O
name was
Gucci?
Gucci.
Yeah,
O
his name
Gucci.
is. Oh, Adam Driver's in it. Okay,
Okay.
that's
Oh,
actually
is he?
pretty cool.
Adam Driver.
Yeah.
What else is Dune?
I
which
hope
I'm not
Adam
interested
Driver
in
plays
at all.
Gucci O Gucci.
I
That's a really fun. That's
That
a
would be
really
mean,
fun
it's
thing
actually.
to say.
I guess it's a cool premise.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of like an
Yeah.
Italian mob film.
Well,
or
yeah,
something.
because Gucci
Yeah.
is
That's what the
it's a
premise
foreign
sounds like.
brand, right? I think it's
Yeah,
Italian or something.
Are you guys-
Guccio Gucci is like the most Italian
Yeah.
name there
Gucci,
is.
like,
You guys
oh my
interested
God.
so
in Dune
Italian.
at all? Dune
Oh,
is
yeah,
coming out.
No, that came out last year.
Dune? It says 2021.
Is what Doolittle? I
Yeah.
thought that came
No,
out
no,
so
not
long
Doolittle.
ago.
Dune.
Oh, Dune.
Fuck is
I
Dune?
thought you
Very
meant the
different
movie
movie.
with Robert Downey
Yeah,
Jr.
No,
What's
no, no, no,
Dune?
no. It's like a
I don't know.
movie of a book, but I haven't read it or anything.
It's been hyped up a lot.
Yeah.
So
Which
I'll
makes me
probably
worry.
watch it.
That it's gonna
Yeah, there's
flop.
a lot of superhero movies again.
Godzilla versus King Kong, which is probably gonna suck because the last two.
You just watched
well,
that other Godzilla movie,
Yeah.
didn't you?
That one wasn't even
Shin
close
Godzilla.
to the legendary ones. Those ones are
Yeah,
like
when
just kind of your stock action movies. The one I want.
Yeah, when did that
We're gonna
one
talk
come
about
out?
that one eventually.
when
It's
that
really
one
good.
come out? Yeah,
Which
the one
one?
that you watched.
The one
yeah.
I just watched.
Shit.
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016.
But it's way
Honestly, it
different.
looks
Like it's not.
quite a
you can't
bit.
even
It
compare
looks
to
kind of
this.
like an older movie poster.
I've
Yeah, it
seen
kinda
I've
takes
I've
that
heard
vibe.
I've seen a lot about it. I've seen like out of context clips that are pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to watch it. Anyways, we can
Yeah,
move
chunk
on if you
movie.
want. I just
Yeah.
kind of wanted to
We'll get to
Yeah.
these movies
It'll
eventually.
happen.
Yeah, we also last time we talked about favorite directors, so we can do the other one. And my question for you two today is, what is your favorite music artist / group? Since we did director last
Alright.
time,
There's a lot
'Cause
that I
this
like,
one will
but
be easier to answer.
Yeah, much
I think.
easier.
Yeah, because
I think it's Gorillas have just been consistently my number one for years.
Yeah, I
I've never
figured.
been disappointed with really anything. Oh, a couple things, but I've pretty much enjoyed everything they put out. So they're the easy answer for me.
how about
Yeah.
you, Jackson?
What about you, Zane?
No, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you.
You can. I don't know. I kind
Okay.
of alternate
Jackson,
between.
we'll leave you until last, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna silence you
Okay.
right there. Yeah, you know me.
Alright.
I'm a favorite band,
you-
Rush. You know me. They got
Okay,
yeah. Who'd
wow.
have thunk it? I don't. They had just had a really good line of albums. Really good. From basically.
Yeah, I like Rush.
From basically 1975 to 1985, they put out like really, really good albums, and that was like over a 10-year fucking period. Usually most bands are kind of toast at that point, but these guys, they're fucking, yeah.
Yeah, I think Rush is pretty consistent, honestly.
Yeah.
In terms
I
of
have yet
quality.
to get into Rush, but they're on the list.
We should do one of those
Yeah, we should.
albums.
Yeah,
we
I'd be
should.
down for that.
We should choose
Also,
one.
Yes.
I
I also
think-
really like Yes.
Yeah, we've been into Yes a
Yeah,
lot
we
recently.
have.
I kind of, for my favorites, I kind of go back and forth between
Mhm.
like Pink Floyd and the Beatles. I kind of go back and forth between which one of those is my favorite. But I've been into Yes more than anything right now. But like I really only like Close to the Edge. Most of their
Yeah.
other albums.
Well,
like,
what have
I
you
don't really
listened
like
to?
that
What
much.
have you listened to by them?
I've only listened to Close to the Edge. I've listened to Close to the Edge full, and I've just listened to a bit of some of their other
you
albums.
sh-
Like I haven't listened to the other
should
full
listen.
albums.
They have a
like, do
ton of
full
music.
Yeah,
man.
they have about
They have so
20
much.
albums.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I like Yes,
Yeah.
but yeah, it would probably be because I think Beatles are just super consistent. I think I like almost every album they've put out, and Pink Floyd, they're not as consistent. Like some of their earlier albums and later albums kind of suck, but the middle ones are pretty goddamn great.
I
So.
prefer
Mhm.
Pink Floyd.
I definitely go
would
through
do either of those
phases.
two.
I go through phases a lot with artists where there'll be like one
Yeah.
artist that I just
Yeah.
like only listen to for like a few months. But
Mhm.
when I'm thinking about not that and just my consistent top one, it's
Yeah.
nobody else fits that role. But
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I haven't really.
All right.
All right.
I forgot what I was gonna
Okay.
say. I forgot what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Honestly.
Just lost the
Yeah, I
train
kind
of
of
thought.
lost it.
It's all good.
Okay.
We're
So
talking
I
about
had-
a very special set of movies this
Mhm.
week. I'm very
yeah,
excited.
we kind of had an idea.
Mhm.
We're switching it up a
Yeah.
bit by just covering a whole trilogy for our
Yeah.
for our movies instead
Yeah.
of
Also,
Mhm.
first of
two
all,
movies.
But it's not your ordinary
alright,
trilogy.
first of all, everybody, spoilers. And if you haven't seen any of the movies,
Go watch
go
them.
watch them for sure. They are.
Yeah.
They're
Oh yeah. Big
amazing.
spoilers, because they're like there are a lot of twists.
Tons of
Yeah,
twists.
big
don't want the
spoilers, but
spoilers.
also
You want to go in
yeah,
blind.
also really
Mhm.
watch the movies, man. Come on, watch the fucking
Yeah,
movies.
honestly, if you want to see if it's your thing, watch Who Killed Captain Alex, and if you enjoy that, then watch Bad Black and Crazy
Yeah.
World,
Because
and you'll
those
probably
two
enjoy
are
those just as much.
arguably better. So
Yeah.
if you like Who Killed Captain Alex, you will like those
Mhm.
two.
Yeah,
Alright.
for sure. If
where
if
do
you
we
don't, then it's
start?
probably just
yeah,
not your
if you
thing,
don't, you
honestly.
probably fucking suck. Actually, I don't want to be friends with you.
Probably have
True,
minor,
true.
minor
How
Probably
could
minor
you
brain
hate
damage,
the fucking
but,
Nabuana films, man?
yeah.
But here's the idea. So basically, just some background, because I think I know the most out of all of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, I only
but-
know what's in the movies, and that's it.
Yeah. Basically, these films are all made and produced in Uganda, in a village in Uganda by a director called Nabuana IGG, and he just makes tons of these movies just with people in his town. And so like in all of the movies, there are actors that play different characters, like the same. It's kind of like the Man with No Name trilogy, where you have the same actors playing different characters. And so yeah, these aren't really, it's not really a trilogy, but it's like because they don't really connect to each other that well.
They're not
but
sequels.
Mhm.
they're
But
not exactly sequels, but like they're all pretty
Yeah.
similar, and they all do
Yeah.
They
have
kind of
characters that
intertwine, really.
return.
they share the same
Yeah.
actors, same directors, same video Joker,
Yeah,
which
same
we will.
characters.
Yeah,
Get
oh yeah,
into.
the video Joker,
And
which
they're made in the same
originated
village.
from Uganda.
Yeah.
Like that they made the video
Mhm.
Joker thing.
A video Joker, I'll just do a quick explanation of that, is basically someone who just kind of watches the movie at the same time as the audience and just like comments on it,
Hmm
just like gives their own
And
personal
Yeah.
he's
opinion on it,
awesome.
and it's
Yeah.
great. The one in
Yeah,
particular,
DJ Emmy, legendary. He's.
I think we should bring video
he is
Jokers to the
legendary.
West. That would
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah, I do like it,
Hollywood
and it really
really is
adds to the
missing out.
experience and makes it so much more of like a personal
Mhm.
thing, like
Yeah.
like you only get this in
Right.
Uganda.
Hmm
But yeah, the movies are just action packed, like
Yeah.
almost the
Almost
first
too
one.
much.
Yeah, Who Killed Captain Alex basically has hardly even a story. It's the first movie, and it hardly even really has
Mhm.
a story.
The
The
Like
title of
songs.
that movie is basically the entire
Yeah.
plot because Captain Alex is killed and you don't know who did it,
Mhm.
and that's the entire plot of the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, they're super over the top. They all of the movies like just use already existing music. They use like a pan flute version of Seal's
So funny.
Seal's Kiss
Which is
from a
fucking
Rose,
awesome.
which is it's sick.
Yeah.
Not even copyright
these are
can
just
handle
like-
the Wakaliwood
Mhm.
style.
These are just like really well, just not well made, but really just entertaining, fun,
Yeah.
like hour-long
It's
movies.
basically
They might not be
what
well made,
Hollywood
but you can
needs,
tell that
really.
yeah, they might not be well
Yeah.
made, but you can tell that a lot of fun was had making them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
like
what
you really
matters.
just appreciate it because they have so much fun. There's so many
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
just like lines and scenes. There's
So
so
what should
many.
we like? Should we
It's so
talk about
funny.
each one individually, or just
I
kind of?
think we shouldn't watch.
Because I have some things. to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
We're
if
already
you want
talking
to.
about Who Killed Captain Alex right now.
Yeah, true.
So Who Killed Captain Alex? You guys both consider this to be the worst one,
Yeah.
right? Like the
Yeah,
worst one
it's
out of
not
the
bad, but
trilogy.
it's not. The other two are the similar concept, but
Yeah,
way
it's
better.
definitely
I
a
think.
good entry point, though. Just
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, like
chosen.
I agree to a certain extent, and like you can definitely tell this is the first movie. Like,
Right.
Mhm.
not that any of them are really like, unironically good, but like this
what the
one is
fuck
like
do you
it has
mean?
the least. It has it has the least like actual plot or
Yeah.
characters. It's just
Yeah.
like a bunch of
It's
random
fucking
scenes
wild,
with action.
man.
Bad Black,
just-
on the other hand, oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bad Black has much more of like a coherent
Right.
story, and like it has
Well, coherent
much
is.
more consistency.
Yeah.
I use that term loosely, coherent, but it is.
Yeah, the ending of Bad Black 2 is
It's
phenomenal.
awesome,
It's
yeah.
so many just like twists and ridiculous.
Yeah, and also the
shit.
action
It's like
te-
3 twists happen in
Yeah.
1 second. It's
and the
crazy.
action scene leading up to the ending as well is just incredible.
Yeah, the
drama.
action. I think the action is the best in the last film, which is Crazy World,
Yeah.
and the action just kind of gets better as it goes
Crazy
along.
World
There's
really.
character
But yeah,
development.
Crazy World has
There's
some really fantastic shit
Yeah.
in it, like some
Oh, man.
actually unironically good stuff.
I know we're all thinking about this, but there's one scene where who wants to talk about the chain kill? Who's gonna do that?
We gotta let Jaxon. We gotta let
I
Jaxon talk
discovered
about
it.
the chain
Yeah.
kill, man.
A long time ago when I first saw it, when it premiered at Online TIFF in like 2020, when I saw it, there is this fantastic scene, which is like just super iconic for me, where the main guy, he grabs a guy with a chain and then pulls him in and just shoots a bunch of rounds into him with a shotgun.
It's so fucking good.
And it is. Yeah,
It's
it is
insane.
totally badass.
My
It's
life
so
is divided
cool.
into 2 periods of before that scene and after that scene. That's how
Yeah.
much it
Yeah,
changed me.
that is definitely my favorite scene. That might be my favorite scene of any movie. Like
Yeah,
that
it's-
scene, it's definitely my favorite of the trilogy.
Yeah, easily.
That scene is fantastic.
And also, there's
it's unironically
Yeah.
pretty good.
It is. Like you put the budget up on that a little bit.
also
that would be like
we had
absolutely
we also
insane.
had a part. Like there are parts in Crazy World, where we would have a side plot, which was awesome. We had a side plot. With,
Oh yeah. Crazy World has it has the side plot with like they're just like little inputted
Yeah.
things that are in the movie of just the director. Like there's like this piracy
the
bit
full-on.
where like he's like the Ebola hunter is like killing all these guys who are like pirating the movies.
The director just breaks the flow of his own movie to tell you not to pirate
Yeah.
the movie that you're watching.
and it's so
insane.
Yeah.
goofy and
I mean-
fun, and it's like so
yeah,
entertaining.
it's awesome. I'm just a big fan of Crazy
Can you
World.
imagine watching like
Yeah.
a Steven Spielberg movie and he just like interrupts the movie and he's like, "Watch this legally, you
But
bastard."
it feels
Yeah.
perfect in Crazy
does.
World because it's such like an organic movie.
it's great.
Yeah.
It feels so natural.
Yeah,
I love
Crazy
those
World
movies,
has
man.
got to be my favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite of the 3, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Crazy World is my favorite as well. If I had
Crazy
to rank,
World- You go ahead.
yeah, we should rank them. Like we should each do our rankings. But if I had to rank it, Crazy World is my favorite. Definitely a 5 out of 5.
Easily.
Then it's Who Killed Captain Alex, which is my second favorite, also 5 out of 5. And Bad Black, which is what I think is the weakest one, which I'm gonna give that one a 4.5 out of 5, just because like when it gets super serious, it's not as entertaining as just the over the top like goofy shit. It has more of a plot, but like when it's trying to be more serious, like I don't know, it's still good, but like I enjoy it more when it's just being stupid and
Yeah, that's
entertaining.
fair.
Yeah.
See, I feel like Bad Black finds that like the balance between actually being a serious movie and that like goofy Wakaliwood kind of
Yeah.
nature. So I really like it for that. I
yeah.
feel like that one and Crazy World are like so closely tied, but the sheer like shock value of the twist at the end of
Yeah.
Bad Black, and also
the twist is
how
great.
how completely unnecessary they really are if you think about it. Like the movie could have ended and just been like, okay, good, but instead they just throw like
5
Yeah, they have
twists,
this like
man.
courtroom drama, and they're like 3
Yeah, it's
twists,
just
bang
blah,
in
blah.
a row.
so.
It's
I
great.
think that one is my number one. Crazy World second, and then Who Killed Captain Alex third for me.
Yeah, honestly,
But they're
yeah,
all
for
great.
me, Who Killed Captain Alex is probably my least favorite as well. Just like Callum. Yeah, it didn't really hit as hard as the other two because there's definitely a lower production value for Who Killed Captain Alex, and
Yeah, I understand that.
Crazy World, fucking definitely my favorite though, because just there's so much action. It was fucking absolutely wild, and I'm all for that. And the action in it is like also way better than Who Killed Captain Alex. Like Who Killed Captain Alex has pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's more than just like pistol stuff too. There's
Yeah.
lots
It's
of
like actual like
crazy...
martial arts.
Right.
And
Yeah, I
crazy
mean the
stuff.
other ones have martial arts, but like there's
But,
like
yeah.
shotguns and like machine guns and
Yeah,
stuff.
and then
There's lots of great stuff.
Bad Black is probably it's gotta be the in between one. I'm a big fan of the twists, and honestly, the like just the sheer darkness of the serious sections,
Yeah, it's so
man.
dark compared to the
It's
other
so
two.
dark.
Weird,
It caught
but
me.
it's good.
It caught me so by surprise, like so much. I was like, "Holy shit, this is so fucking dark." But I'm all
Yeah.
for it, and it made me kind of laugh. You know, just being that it was
Yeah.
such a crazy like franchise of films, right? And then we have Bad
Yeah.
Black, which is just so it's like so serious and dark. It's just like it.
Yeah, Bad Black takes itself the most
Yeah,
seriously.
it caught me completely
But
off guard.
it still
honestly.
it still has a lot of levity in it,
Yeah.
but it does
Yeah.
take itself the most seriously.
Is that the one that has? Well, yeah, it doesn't take itself seriously like too much of the time because there's a character who is a young boy named Wesley Snipes who trains
yeah.
a doctor how to fight
Yeah.
by slapping him and chasing him around the town.
Yeah.
So
Oh
they're not
yeah,
all
that's the
serious,
other
but-
thing. The kind of lost in translation type of stuff where like I don't think they know that guy's a bad actor, but like he's not that good. It's still it's still funny because he can't really.
I mean,
act.
none of them really
but,
can
like-
act. There are a few that
Yeah,
are,
no, none of them
there
can.
are a few
act.
that stand out.
But
you know,
it was
but,
just
like,
because I don't understand what they're
Mhm.
saying. So when when you have the English guy
Yeah.
there, it's like easier.
He
to
seems
tell.
so out of
Yeah.
place. It's and like his,
Yeah.
his arc in the movie is like he's a normal doctor and then he loses his dog tags and then he gets them back and that's his
And he
whole arc.
becomes
Yeah, it was such a
completely
good
cold.
arc, man.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
like
my
a
God.
ruthless killer.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, all of these movies are
They are
fantastic.
fucking
and
awesome,
great.
man.
The chronologically, like if you want to watch them chronologically, you go Who Killed Captain Alex, then Bad Black,
Mhm.
then Crazy World.
Also, we completely
Yeah.
forgot to touch on Bruce Yu, man.
Oh,
Bruce
Bruce
Yu.
Yu. How could you
yeah,
forget
there's
Bruce
lots
Yu?
of great
Yeah,
characters.
and-
There's
Bruce Yu
Donda
is-
in Crazy World. Donda Bisaso, who is my favorite
Mhm.
character out of any of the movies.
He's the
and then
titular
he's the
crazy
garbage
man.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the crazy. He's Crazy
Right.
World.
He
And
is
then-
And then
Crazy World.
Bruce Yu, man.
Yeah, there's Bruce Yu.
Bruce Yu is
there's
described by VJ Emmy as Ugandan Bruce Lee,
Yeah.
and I think that tells
and
you.
there's Ugandan Schwarzenegger and whatever the white guy is
Yeah.
called. I
Doesn't
forget
matter.
what they
I
call
don't
him.
remember.
Yeah,
He felt
yeah,
so
yeah.
out of place in it, man. It was just fucking.
But
really
that's
did.
what's
Yeah.
funny. Oh,
That adds
and there's
to
that hilarious line delivery in Bad Black from him that is
Uh-huh.
so mind-bogglingly
Yeah,
terrible.
it
Wait,
just feels
which one?
so,
I remember
it
this,
feels
but-
so wrong, honestly.
I don't remember what he says, but like you know it when you
Yeah.
see it. His line delivery is so terrible. It's
You
hilarious.
can, yeah, he has no fucking idea what he's doing. I feel like he was there for vacation, and they're like, "Hey, man."
he accidentally
I'm glad
found
they
his
put
way
him
on
in.
that set.
I'm glad they put him
Yeah.
in because it's fun
Yeah.
to see him.
He didn't know it was a movie. All that happened to him for real. He lost his dog tag. He had to get it
Yeah,
back.
I'm glad that they added him though. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to move on to the next thing?
Well, the next
Yeah, I
and
think
final
that's
thing.
good.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
this is a bit of
this
a
might be
shorter
short
episode
actually.
because we,
Yeah, because we just talked about
yeah,
the trilogy.
it's gonna be a bit of a
But-
shorter one.
I think this is gonna be a controversial one. Just
This will be
because
divisive.
I think our tastes between the three of us in less in movies but more in music are just so
And music
fundamentally
is so
different
Yeah.
different.
that like
yeah.
you're either gonna a lot of our picks is like you're either gonna love it or hate it between us. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I picked this
Yeah.
one. I picked Kids See Ghost by Kids See Ghost, which is I guess bands
Yeah.
made
Yeah,
up of
give the
Kanye West
background.
and Kid Cudi.
Mhm.
And I don't know why they made an album together or why they only made one and then just kind of didn't
Yeah.
do that anymore.
And also like
but it's
made an entire like name for the duo as well.
yeah, instead of just doing a collab album, but they did.
And that's
so,
fine. And then it's also one of my favorite cases of the title track on a self-titled album, which is so...
But it's also the name of the band, so you can listen to
Yeah,
the
which
song
is
Kids
also
See
the name of
Ghosts.
the
Well, yeah,
band.
that's what I
You can
mean.
listen
It's
to
a
Kids See Ghosts
self-titled
on the album
album,
Kids See
right?
Ghosts by Kids See
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Kids
Yeah.
See Ghosts by
It's
Kids See
pretty
great.
Ghosts on the album Kids See Ghosts, which is
Yeah,
it's a mind fuck, you know.
Yeah.
the kids
I think this
do
is
in fact see ghosts.
I think this is like my least favorite of the albums we've
This
talked
is a
about.
very big.
I
Ooh.
hated it.
Really?
I hated
Man.
it. I thought
I
it was
guess if
so
it's just
bad.
not your type of music, then you're not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just.
The only song I liked the third song was okay, And the
What's
fourth
that
song
one?
is pretty good. I like Free.
Fourth
I think that
Dimension?
song's
I'm
pretty
a big
great.
I'm a
Yeah.
big advocator for Free as the best track on the.
I think
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
the
feel
best
like
song. But all
I
the
can-
other
I
ones
can agree with that.
are awful.
For me, it was a
I can't
For me,
stand
it was a
them.
little bit of a rocky start. Tracks 1 and 2 didn't really captivate me, but I feel like 3 and
Mhm.
4 were pretty good. 5 honestly could have been shorter.
Yeah, I wrote that
5
too.
was
I
too
felt
long.
like the length was almost perfect for me. Like they got kind of all the ideas that they kind of had to work
Right.
with good, like done in that amount of time. But Reborn just goes
Yeah.
on a little too long. Like it could be shortened down
maybe
to like
4.
3.5
Yeah, 3.5
minutes,
for
maybe
4.
maybe 4.
Yeah, it did not. It didn't really.
Yeah,
because
because each of the songs have their own kind of gimmick. Like the
Mhm.
first song has those awful gunshot noises that are just
I
horrific
love that
to the
though.
ears.
It's so like it matches like the
second-
energy that Kanye West is bringing. It's I love it.
I mean, it's very Kids See Ghosts, but damn,
What do you mean
that
it's
was just
very
annoying
Kids See
as
Ghosts?
fuck.
It's
their
their
first
one
song ever.
album.
I mean, it just I know, but from the rest of the songs, like I get that vibe.
Yeah.
It encapsulates it.
I
I don't
think-
remember anything about Fire. That song was really forgettable.
Yeah, Fire and Fourth Dimension, which is the second and third songs, were my least favorite.
Mhm.
I think my favorite was also Free. That one's
Yeah.
really good. I think
Yeah.
the thing that held it back for me the most was actually Cuddy, because I think his vocals are pretty bad most of the time.
Yeah, like his monotone stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, that was so.
it's just not
was
that
just
good.
so-
So
yeah,
I
I
kinda
was just
prefer when he
literally
takes the
numb
back
the whole
seat.
time.
But this is kind of, I don't know, like this kind of requires repeat listens, I guess.
Mhm.
But I feel like the kind of themes that they go into, if that makes sense, are pretty good. Like both of them show kind of a more like vulnerable side of themselves than they normally do on any of their
I
music.
wasn't super picking up on the lyrics on it. I
Yeah,
only listened to it once.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
I
you
guess
gotta
it's
listen to
just
something
listening.
multiple times
Yeah.
to get
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they're saying.
and that's the only reason
I only
why
listened
I
to it
even
once.
kind of am aware of any of that, is because I did listen to it multiple times. But like I think that kind of vulnerability is like just a
Mhm.
theme throughout the album. Like they talk a
Yeah.
lot about how they have a whole song, Free, about basically how I'm kind of numb to everything at this point, so I can just I can't be hurt anymore, right? And I'm just like
Yeah, yeah.
immune, which I like that kind of perspective, because even just looking at, you type Kanye West into Google and click news, he's probably done like 5 things last
Yeah.
month.
He's always on
He's
the
been
news.
through a lot.
Yeah.
He's done some crazy
Mhm.
stuff, but
He fucking ran
I
for
don't know.
president.
I mostly enjoyed it. Just like I thought it was okay when Kanye was on, because I like
Yeah.
Kanye.
Yeah,
a
he
bit.
has a.
he's
thought it
great
was
as
okay
always.
when
I
he
do
was on.
like his voice.
When Cuddy was on, though, it was just awful. I just hated it. It was
Yeah,
so
he's not as
obnoxious.
good.
I
I feel like if
Yeah.
this was just the Kanye album that had Cuddy featured a few times, I would love it way more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Kanye's
I
delivery,
don't
I
like
really
it as a
like.
collaborative project.
I'm a big fan of Kanye's
Oh, he's-
delivery on it.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
I don't know.
It's kind of a polarizing one.
he raps the same way every time, and then I kind of
Yeah.
it kind of just started to tune it out after a while,
Mhm.
because it's just
That's
the
fair.
same. It's like the same type of rapping every time. It's
Mhm.
the same like delivery and the same voice or whatever. It's
Yeah.
just the same. So I got kind of tired of it.
I don't know. I
don't know.
always have this problem where I find it really hard to describe why I like or dislike music. Like movies, I'm fine, but music, I really struggle with it.
Yeah.
But like, I am a huge fan of this album. I don't know, man. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I get why it would be something
Yeah.
you would like.
Hmm.
I just found it really obnoxious.
I can
Honestly.
definitely see the appeal for it, honestly. Like it's one of those things where it does break, quite a few boundaries in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I
really
do like how
that
bizarre
much.
it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the instrumentation is very like there's lots of just weird shit they do, which
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do like
kinda
to a
has, like,
certain
They
an-
try a
extent.
lot of things out, and I think the majority of the things work, in my opinion.
It has kind of like an ethereal type sound. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, like I really like that
yeah.
about it.
Like
Yeah.
Free has a very atmospheric kind of sound to it. Like,
that's why I liked it so much, because like it's so like echoey and
Yeah.
atmospheric.
I always
like-
found
that's
myself
why I
coming
like
back to that
Mhm.
one.
I
It's
like
just-
that one a lot.
it. Yeah,
Honestly.
Very
it's
good.
the only one I've listened to more than once on the
Yeah?
album.
Yeah, it's a
I
standout
guess-
to me.
I
I
hated
like-
all the rest of the songs.
I do like Reborn. I mean, it goes on for too long, but I
Yeah.
like the core of it. So I
Yeah.
feel like if they just kind of condensed it to that, it would be
Mhm.
way better.
Also,
But
yeah.
I don't know.
so short, one song being a bit much kind of detracts from the whole thing,
Mhm.
which is a risk when you make a super short
Yeah,
album.
and another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, another
for
thing
sure.
is that I was kind of caught off guard by the way that like some of these songs transitioned into each other. Like, one thing is that I tend to listen to a lot of music that is like generally longer. Like I don't have many songs that are like under. I don't have a
Yeah.
lot of songs. You know, I don't revisit a lot of songs that are usually like maybe under 3 minutes. I only have a few really.
Hmm.
So like just how rapidly, like how fast,
Yeah.
like how rapidly the songs change, it kind of threw me off guard.
It's definitely fast
Yeah,
paced.
and
it's
yeah.
it's a,
I feel like
Yeah, especially that juxtaposed to like the really long songs. It's just kind
Yeah.
of jarring to me.
Mhm.
I feel like
honestly.
one thing about
I mean, like-
it is that like the long, like I feel like if the songs actually transition into each other, like they had like transitions, you know, they weren't just like, oh, stop that song and then go into another one. And also I feel like the spacing as well was just kind of weird.
I didn't like how at the
guess.
end of Fire there was like it kind of started anew, like it went into like a different
Yeah, it's
basically
always
song,
weird to me
and
when
you're like,
songs
wait.
do that. Like at the
Yeah.
end, they just change.
And whenever I
I'm
get to
guilty
that
of
part, I
doing
always
that
check
too.
the track list because I'm like, wait, did it go on to a different song? But it's still on Fire, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. So I don't. That still is my hard least favorite song on
Yeah.
the whole thing.
It's so like
But
honestly, it's like the things are so sudden too. Like I listen, you know, I listen to the end of like Fire, and I'm like, yeah, you know, and then the song ends, and then like less than a second later, is track 3. It's just like
hmm although, do you think songs like albums always have to transition between every song?
No.
Like that's a must
No.
have.
Yeah, that's just more of like a personal preference. Like it
Yeah,
didn't bother
true.
me that they didn't
yeah,
transition.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
like
it's interesting because you were saying how like you prefer longer songs,
mhm.
but I'm like the complete opposite. Like I'd rather listen to like a 2.5 minute track that is just like concise
yeah,
and kind of packs all in than like a song that I feel really stretches
Mhm.
on. So it really does just come down to
Yeah.
like what
well,
you
one thing
prefer.
is, you know,
There's
there are always
Yeah,
the
I get
songs
that.
that do stretch out a lot, and they're like, but like I feel like there are a lot of songs that have the length of about like more than 7 minutes. I feel like some of the songs that are in that category of length are usually justified, at least the good ones, because I don't want to listen to
Mhm.
some fucking garbage that drags on for like 12
Yeah,
minutes when it
agreed.
could have been more like
Well,
5 or
that's
6.
why I like Close to the Edge a lot because
Mhm.
it's like a long song, but it has many different parts,
Yeah.
and it doesn't repeat too much. It only does it for like the climactic ending,
Right.
really.
Yeah.
So that's why I like those types of
Yeah.
long songs.
Yeah, but I feel like the songs that are like that really just drag on for way too long. They could have been more like 6, 5 or 6 minutes, but they stretch it out to like 8 or 9 or 10 or something. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's making songs that either way shorter than the norm or way longer than the norm is a risk either
Right.
way, because it's like
Yeah.
you could have a really solid song that you're like feel like is just getting started and then it ends,
Yeah.
or you have something that you're just like, can this song
Yeah,
please
can
be
it
over
be
already?
done?
So it's like you're taking a
Yeah.
risk either
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
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 I fully
All right.
expected this one to be either love it or hate it. Like I think it really is that type of album.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you want to give your ratings?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
this might come as a surprise, but I'm feeling a 9 on this
feeling a
one.
9 on it.
I gotta be honest.
All right,
All
give it
right.
to me, Jackson. What do you think?
I'm braced for it. Hold back.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's just like one song I like and one song I'm okay with, and the rest I just don't enjoy at all. So I'm gonna have to give. I mean, I respect it, but I'm
Mhm.
gonna have to give this one I don't know, a 2 or 3. I guess I'll give it a 3 out of
Mhm.
10, or so one and a half out of 5.
Right. I'm
That's fair.
I'm not super keen on it. I don't think it's an amazing album. Honestly, I can't really call it that because it's more one of those things where it's like, I feel, and also I just haven't like really read the lyrics, so I don't really get the like all the lyrical themes. Like it could be a fucking masterpiece of literature, but I wouldn't know that. But in terms of the music, I think the music is okay. They try a lot of things. Like they use a bunch of different instrumentation and.
Yeah, like that's why I respect it.
I definitely see the appeal of, and like I can definitely see why everyone's like, this is a fucking amazing album, but like for me it's not like really good. I'd give it maybe 6.5.
Oh, it's actually higher than I was expecting. I was thinking this was gonna be like a 4 to 3 for both of you guys.
It's not 4 for me, honestly. I prefer.
Yeah, it seems like you enjoyed it more than me.
Tracks 1 and 2 are all right. I think it picks up on track 3. Track 4 is where it definitely peaks. I'd honestly give Free like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 in terms of like how good the
Free
song.
Is great.
I think Free's pretty great.
That is a very good song in my opinion. Reborn goes on a little too long, and then the last 2 tracks. I don't remember too well, but I
don't remember them.
I think of them, decently. Maybe 6s or 7s, right?
Yeah. Those ones don't really stand out crazily either to me. I think the last one is a good closer, but it doesn't really hit the same heights that Free does.
Yeah. In my opinion, there are more positives than negatives for me on that album. But it's not something that I really think of like, holy shit, that is fucking wildly good.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Alright, so that's been the show.
Do we have anything else? Final things to say before we're done?
I can see the appeal of it. I can very much see the appeal, but it didn't really strike me as like something really good. But
like you can enjoy what something is trying to do, but it just doesn't kind of stick with you. Like we all know that's definitely happened to me and all of us on a couple things we've watched and listened to.
I think I barely agree with Callum on anything. Actually, we hardly agree on our ratings.
We've only agreed on like the perfect movies we've given. Like we've agreed on the 5s. We've agreed on like The Lighthouse, the Whiplash, all that. But,
but most of the time we don't.
You guys agree on like half of the things, but it's really nice. I feel very much like a middleman in this whole like dynamic.
Most of the time you're in between our ratings. Actually, you're
which is refreshing because nobody is ever like being ganged up on with like this thing is bad because Zane's always there to like mediate it. It's good.
We can get to some shit soon. We can definitely get to some fucking ass at some point.
Do you have ideas for next recommendations?
Next recommendations is our entirely shit round where you listen to the shittiest form of media.
Oh, okay. I have to pick something. I was gonna pick
the shittiest form of media. Do you mean Progcast?
That is true. I actually kind of like the idea of doing a side episode where it's just like we pick the worst thing that we've either listened to or watched.
Worst of the worst? I mean, that could just be just an actual episode. We can just make that. I don't want to do too many side ones.
Yeah. The decimals, they scare me.
Decimals, man. I understand that. But I like the idea of a worst of the worst kind of thing. But that'll come later since we already did a Christmas special as well as a special kind of sidetracking thing on this episode.
Yeah, this one's kind of format breaking, but we'll be back to formula next week.
And it won't be the really shitty one.
That'll be someday long.
I don't think that needs to be a bonus episode though.
It can just be like, you know what would be cool? One. We make it episode 13 because that's like an unlucky number.
True.
So
episode 7, we picked the best thing that we've ever. Because 7 is the lucky number, right?
Because 7's the best number.
That is fucking perfect. I like that.
Look at us, we're geniuses.
Yeah, we are so good. But next week is back to the regular format. Week after that, we get to choose our favorite of the whatever the fuck kind of media, or if we've already reviewed that on this on the old podcast, the Progcast. I mean, we can choose our number 2, I guess, you know, if you fucking want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. So that's the thing.
Thank you for
Wait,
listening. This was
Which
a
one
fun
are we on?
episode.
Is it me?
Oh, follow us. Okay, actually, wait. I have a few things to
Okay.
say. Follow our socials and things,
Yeah.
and also, if you have a question or something, we'll answer
Ooh.
them in
Yeah.
videos.
Like
So
the
I wanted-
question
I've been meaning
section
to
we
say
normally
Yeah.
do. Are we doing like fans
that.
submitted
Yeah,
questions?
yeah.
Ooh,
That's
good,
that's
good,
what I was
good.
thinking. I
I like
forgot to.
that.
I keep forgetting to say it,
Mhm.
but yeah, if you have a
Yeah.
question or want to see something answered, we'll
Yeah.
do
'Cause
it.
we're quickly running out of ideas for
Right,
questions.
yeah.
Yeah, I have no
Yeah,
idea. What
follow
to do
me on Twitter. Don't follow me on Letterboxd. Don't follow me or subscribe to me on YouTube. Don't.
upload anything.
Well, I don't upload anything. Also, I'm not very proud of anything on that channel. I hate that I was looking at the episode 4 and I saw you linked my YouTube channel. I'm like, oh fuck, don't do that shit.
My
Oh
YouTube
yeah,
channel
I
is
just
a blank
Yeah.
slate. There's absolutely nothing of substance there.
Yeah.
I just linked it
Anything,
because I thought I might as well
No,
link the
don't-
channel.
don't
so-
link the
Someday,
channel, man.
maybe.
I mean, you can keep it.
I'm gonna just keep
No,
doing it.
don't please. It is a
Why?
mess. It has
Why?
geometry
Our
dash.
other socials
It
are
has
in the description.
geometry
If you
dash.
listen to us on Spotify, you'll have to guess. Because there's
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
links
no
on
links on
Spotify.
Spotify.
Well,
I'm
No
sorry.
like
Spotify links. Yeah, but follow us on
Yeah.
Letterboxd so you can see our shitty
Right.
opinions.
Also,
And maybe you'll get a
Uh,
sneak peek at some movie talk about it soon.
guys, I get to do the.
yeah, usually me and Callum actually rate whatever we're
Mhm.
doing.
I don't.
Yeah,
before,
and
I
before
don't.
we upload it.
Most of the time.
Yeah, Zane doesn't.
We
but
have
do.
our in Progcast ranked lists.
Yeah.
So and
Oh,
if you
yeah,
watch a
yeah.
movie that is going to be on the in Progcast, I put it up there. So you never know. You might see some. You might get some early
Yeah.
sneak peeks.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
fun.
I also kind of want to do it like that we maybe prepare our recommendations so that we can be like, oh, this is the thing if you want to follow along. This is the thing we're doing
Oh,
next.
true. That'd be kind of.
But
cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, prepare it in
Yeah,
advance.
prepare it
That's a
in
good
advance.
idea.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
hey, if
what
you
I was
want to watch
thinking.
the thing, so you don't have to sit and listen to us spoil the whole
And
thing.
listen to us
Yeah.
spoil.
And we
things you
always
haven't
say,
Yeah, that's true.
oh, spoilers, as if like we're like, okay, if you guys haven't seen it from
Yeah,
our,
we really need to
yeah.
start doing like a non-spoiler discussion and then a spoiler discussion.
That's that's
Yeah.
kind of a good
Because we
idea.
just
idea.
immediately
Section.
Yeah,
spoil it.
all right. I get to do the thing now, right? This is my turn for
What?
the
What thing?
for the funny thing that happens at the end of every recording, right?
The
yeah,
thing?
the thing, right? Where